And what's crack-a-lack? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know so. And if you didn't know, we're going over the Dallas Cowboys. How will they fare next year? Let's discuss. But first and foremost, like, share, subscribe. Most sound like a philosopher. But let's go ahead. How will Dallas do next year? Because honestly, this is kind of a make or break year for Dallas, because you got some big contracts coming up. You got Byron Jones, but mainly you have Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, and Amari Cooper. Who are you going to pay? Is Dak Prescott really worth maybe $30 million a year? Is he a franchise quarterback? Or is he somewhere in the middle? What is he? This season will say a lot. And let's go ahead. Let's go talk. Let's look at the offense. Obviously, we have Dak Prescott. Is he a franchise quarterback? Is he worth that much money? Because, I mean, I guess he's a proven winner, but he's been on a very talented squad. I mean, just look at, you're working with Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, my goodness. Probably one of the best running backs in the league. Definitely top 3. So, I mean, that takes a lot of pressure on him, off him. But, I mean, it's not like Dak's played bad. He's played well. He's played well enough to win. But is he that guy that's going to take you to the next level? Or is he someone you need to build around? Is he? I don't know. I feel like we're in this phase of the game where you need, like, you can get by with not necessarily like a guy that is a low tier franchise quarterback. And by low tier, I mean like your Matt Ryans and your Phillip Rivers, guys that can constantly get you to the playoffs, but not necessarily get you to the Super Bowl, you know? Is he in that level? Would you say he's in that level? So for me, this is a make or break year with the Cowboys. They need to decide. But he will have the talented Ezekiel Elliott there with him. He's working behind what is finally a very healthy Cowboy offensive front. Tyrone Smith, he's declining a bit, but he's still playing at a Pro Bowl level. Connor Williams there, playing at guard. He played all right. He played well last year. I mean, he's converted from a tackle to guard. Last year was his first season, so no, he played decent. Travis Frederick, is he healthy? I hope so. Probably the best center in the league. If not, then why are we even talking? Then you got Zach Martin, who, again, another Pro Bowler there, and Lael Collins, who's been above average. So you're working with a really good offensive line there in Dallas. Now, let's talk about the actual I misclicked there. The actual, like, positions, skill positions, I should say, because Amari Cooper played extremely well last year. I don't know if it was just something in Oakland, because he was so inconsistent in Oakland, but he came out and he balled. I mean, you almost have to pay him, especially if he replicates that this year. Michael Gallup, is he gonna materialize into this deep threat on the other side of Amari? I don't know, but I mean, hey, next year, very skilled group of receivers in the draft. So if he doesn't fare well, then maybe we could look there. Also, Randall Cobb, I think, who is a if healthy, is an upgrade over Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin's more gimmicky. Randall Cobb actually provides a lot of true receiver ability, especially there in the slot. And then Jace Winnen's back. Can't find a tight end here in Dallas that we gotta call poor Jason Winnen on his retirement and be like, Jason, we need you. Like, come on, guys. Matter of fact, who do they have right back there? Yeah, they don't really have much at tight end. Rico Gathers was supposed to be something. He ain't yet, I should say. I don't want to put that on him. But there's a lot of good depth there on the offensive line in Dallas. They drafted Connor McGovern out of Penn State, so there is good depth there. And then receiver Allen Hurns after that leg injury. Don't know if he'll be coming back, and I don't know. They need to get better at the skill position, because their defense, bon appetit, it looks monstrous. And let's start with the guy they gave all the money for, DeMarcus Lawrence. Man, he played well. I thought last year, or not last year, but the year before, playing that way in a contract year. Oh, well, of course. Why do these players feel the need to come out in their contract year and just play like studs? So you throw the franchise tag on him, and guess what? He played extremely well last year. So it's like, okay, let's give him money now. But outside of that, that defensive line, yeah, it's not bad. It's got some, like, there's no one on the outside or on the other side of DeMarcus Lawrence. They brought in Robert Quinn, but let's be honest, he's on the downslope in his career. So that's nothing to be excited about. Taco Charlton. But they did get Joe Jackson out of Miami, but I think he's more run defender than actual provide anything in the passing game. So yeah, not a lot. I mean, they got Jalen Jelks out of Oregon, very intriguing prospect. But will he get it on the field much? I don't know. But for me it's more worrisome, because you got this, like, maybe potential a 3 to 4 man rotation at the interior defensive line between Tyrone Crawford, Antoine Woods, Malik Collins, and then maybe Tristan Hill gets into that mix, the guy they just drafted in the second round this year. But I don't know who will step up. But luckily they have such a great supporting cast behind them in Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch, that, I mean, those two guys are just monsters. And then the secondary is pretty good as well. I mean, Byron Jones, a guy who I think they should pay. He has helped lock down that secondary. Anthony Brown's been phenomenal in the nickel, and Chidobe Awuzie, the guy they snagged out of Colorado, he's been top notch. Xavier Woods has been above average, so that's good. Jeff Heath, honestly, that's probably the one place in the secondary that needs an upgrade. Strong safety. I mean, it's not like that Eric Berry's out there. He'll come out and give you like 3 good games before he goes down with injury, and I hate saying that because I love Eric Berry. So that's not a jab, that's just reality. But overall, this defense, they played so good last year. I'm not trying to take anything away from this defense. They played extremely well last year. But there's a few weaknesses. Now, taking a look at their schedule might be it's interesting. Where do I have it here? Okay, here we go. So, of course, you have the problem of facing the Redskins. The problem of facing the Redskins. Hey, man, them division teams, they play each other competitively. The real problem is facing the Eagles twice a year, because that's going to be the guys that they're going to be contending with to get to win the NFC East. But outside of that, it's a very daunting schedule, because they got the likes of the Packers, the Rams, the Bears, the Saints, the Patriots. And I mean, they face the Patriots, the Bears, and the Saints away. They're having to go into New Orleans, into Chicago, into New England. So those are going to be tough wins. And honestly, the Jets, they're no slouch. They're an up-and-coming team. I do expect that to be a Cowboys win, but when looking at the schedule, I mean, honestly, when it comes to the Redskins and Giants, you face them 4 times, give them 1 win. You know the Cowboys are going to be a letdown in one of those games. So that's a 3-1. That's tough games against the Rams and the Packers. I'll give y'all Bills and Dolphins. Give that to y'all all day. So what we're looking at. Oh no. 3-1. Let's say I'll give you the Eagles. I'll give a 1-1 on the Eagles. So got 4-2 division record, and I see honestly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 5 losses. So I mean, I think the ceiling of this team, I mean, they're a good team. They could be a 12-win team. However, it's a tough schedule. I projected them, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. So sorry, not sorry. I got them projected at 9-7, literally just missing the playoffs too. I think that's more realistic. I don't have. It's not that I don't have faith in Dak Prescott, or I don't have faith in this team. It's a tough schedule, a very tough schedule. Will they be able to outplay those, quite frankly, better, more deep teams, better coached? Not a big Jason Garrett fan either. Let's get Romo in there. But I do like what they're doing. Offensive coordinator Kellen Moore. I'm excited to see how him and Dak works together. But this is a big year for the Cowboys, man. Is Dak worth the money? Let's discuss. Leave your comments below. But until next time, y'all be easy, my friends. Later.